Hello and welcome to Giving Matters. I am Haley Solfridge. I am the Giving Matters manager, and I'm here to walk you through the new platform setup. I'm going to walk you through today how to set up your profile if you have not already, and give you some tips and tricks, walk you through the entire process. To access the back end of your profile, you can either go to GivingMatters.com and click Login on the top right, or you can go here to roundtable.givingmatters.com. For the purposes of this training, I'm going to be signing up as a new organization and show you what that will look like. I am on the sign up section. If for any reason you end up over at a mapping page, you can always access the menu over here by clicking on these three lines on the top left. And from here, you can either click sign in, sign up, or if you're already signed in, you will be able to click organization dashboard. For this, I am on the sign up page. I am plugging in an email that I would like to use for my user login and creating my password and clicking the sign up button. After you click sign up, you will be led to this form where you can plug in your information, your name, your title, and the organization name. This will need to be your legal organization, which will help me find you faster if you have an old profile in the site or if I'm just searching to make sure that you are eligible for a Giving Matters profile. You will also need to plug in your EIN for your organization. For this, I'm just going to be creating a test organization. And for this also, I'm just going to be plugging in a dummy EIN, and I will click submit. You're going to be getting this pop-up saying we are verifying your information. It's going to redirect you to a page that says it's waiting on approval. Don't worry and don't panic that you did something wrong. This is completely normal. This is going to my administration dashboard for me to make sure that I am tying you to the correct profile. If you had one on the old Giving Matters platform, that way I'm correctly tying you to that information that transferred over. Or if not, just making sure that I'm creating you a new profile. You are free to leave this page and come back at any time. If you come back and still have this message, it just means I haven't gotten around to approving you yet. If you don't see an approval from me within a day or two, feel free to shoot me an email. Once you are approved, your page will automatically refresh, or when you come back to it, you will be led to your dashboard, which will look like this. This says I have 1% profile completion. You may see 3% depending if it tracked your EIN correctly or not. This just means that you have not reviewed and submitted all the information on this new site. So again, if you are from the old site and you're trying to claim your profile, what migrated, don't panic and think that nothing transferred. I'm going to show you sort of the information on that. This dashboard is where you will see all of your notifications, whether or not I approved or sent field back to you, which is called rejected. Don't worry, it just means that I probably need a little bit more information from you, and we'll go over that shortly. On your dashboard, you will be able to see how many days are left until your profile expiration once you are published, and that will mean it will be time for your annual updates. It'll show you your number of users. You're free to click on this users tab here and add other people if you need to give more than one person access to update their profile. You'll also be able to see how many views your profile got every month. You'll have this little view my profile button down here that will open up what your profile currently looks like. And right now we haven't done anything to it, so it's blank. There's also this little button that will lead you to the map where you can search. And again, you can always go to this top left corner over here and click on map homepage. If you ever need to change your password, that option is here. The next thing we want to do is click on our organization profile tab. Now, if you are claiming a profile from the old site, you may panic at first seeing that some of these fields are blank. Do not worry. If you claimed an old profile, most everything did transfer, especially when you get into the later ones, the governance, the management, financials, and all of that. But in the basic info specifically, and then with some of the document upload, they did not transfer. There's a couple reasons for this, one of which being that some of the fields on this new site are more functional, which is great and helps with the mapping feature, helps bring more traffic to your profile. So again, please don't panic. It's okay. I'm here to help you through this at all times. But the important thing to know is that these fields that are marked with a red asterisk are the only ones that are required. So as you're going down, if you see one of these, like former organization names does not have a red asterisk, you're good to go ahead and just save that blank or leave it as is. It does not matter. You'll just want to go down and make sure that you fill in everything that has a little red star next to it. If at any time you save or submit something, as we do these, I'll show you here, it will sort of condense and sometimes disappear completely. And say you accidentally typed in something wrong. Oops, I wanted to go back and save that. You can either click the edit button, or if that field doesn't show up for you at all, we have this little toggle up here. This is your view setting, so you're automatically always going to be in to be saved, which is meaning that any fields showing up are yet to be saved and submitted. If you switch that over to all fields, the fields will open back up again. You'll be able to edit them. If for any reason you get an email that something was kicked back to you and you need to go in here and see it, say you lose the email, but you know something's missing, you can switch over to rejected. You can also switch over to what's pending my approval, what's been approved, what you have saved but not submitted, or you can go back to be saved to clean that up a little bit. You'll go down and fill out the profile. Again, only the ones with a red asterisk are required, but feel free to fill out everything. If you ever save something, type something in and don't save it, and I think, you know what, I'm going to go hop over to governance. You're going to get this little pop-up here that says, wait, you have saved fields that you haven't submitted for review yet. Please fill out all saved required fields and then submit all at the bottom. That means that what you're doing is saved for you, but is not showing up for me yet, the administrator, in order to approve these updates. So you can leave them. I'm going to click move to the governance section because I have saved my name right here, which is the only thing that I had edited. I'm going to go to governance, and then if I go back to basic info, see this? It's still saved here. What I typed in is still saved, but it is not submitted yet. So in order to submit, we want to go to the bottom and click submit all and make sure that you submit those to me. That's just to let you know that even though you've saved those fields, they're not published yet and they have not been sent over to me for review. So just make sure you're clicking that submit all button at the bottom. On certain fields, such as these search keywords and tags, they are fillable. So let's do some test tags here. So I'm going to type in, let's do community improvement, community impact, but I don't have community improvement. If I wanted to do this community impact, I would just click it and then highlight what I was typing, and let's go back and do community improvement. There's not one in here yet for community improvement, and that's okay. I'm going to create it. I'm going to continue typing what I want the tag to be, and I'm going to click create community improvement. There, I have 2 tags now. I can save that. And then if I want to go ahead and click submit, you can also submit one field at a time. That is submitted for my approval. All right. If you save and submit each little section as well, I've got this little service area. I filled in a test. I'm going to click save. I'm going to click submit, but I'm not ready to do the social media yet. Let me switch over to governance. Now that pop-up is gone because I've saved and submitted the fields. I'm going to go down my governance, make sure that everything marked with a red asterisk is completed. Same with my management section. Some of these drop downs, if you click yes, an upload will be required. Some will have information that it will just ask about it, not needing an upload, and that's fine. We also have these under development options. When we get to our financials tab, you will want to make sure that we have the most current, the 3 most current years of Form 990s uploaded. If you are over $1 million in revenue, you will also need to add your last 3 audits in the audits or financial documents. And something important to note in this audits or financial document section is this is where your budget will go, your projected budget for the current fiscal year. To add these, you'll click add one more. You'll select what type of document it is. For the 990s, we've got these different options. You'll type in the year. You'll click on upload and you'll be able to grab your file and upload it from there. And then you'll answer this question about whether or not it represents a region based outside of Middle Tennessee. Yes or no. If you want to add a second one, you'll click add one more, do the same things, add one more for your third one, and then you'll click save and submit when you're done with that. For the audits or financial documents, we have these for audits, profit and loss, balance sheets, annual reports, or budget document. The only thing we require is a current projected budget document for the current fiscal year. And then again, if you're over $1 million in revenue, we need your last 3 years of audits for just years that are over $1 million. We do not require that you upload profit and loss, balance sheets, annual reports, but it's in there if you want to flesh out your profile a little bit more. Same thing, you'll just click on upload and you'll be able to grab your file. add one more to do a second one, add one more to do a third one, add one more, say we did 3 audits in a budget, and then you'll click Save and Submit. You'll continue down and answer these questions. For this financial info, you'll notice this stop note. This is for me to fill out. I will be breaking down your financials either by your 990 or your audit. I automatically break them down per your 990. If you prefer that they be broken down by your audit, just contact me via email and I'd be happy to do that for you. Our last section down here is Receive Donations. This is now where your state charitable solicitations permit will live. This document, as well as your IRS determination letter, which goes at the bottom of your basic info section, these are not your tax exemption. I often get that upload, and I completely understand the confusion there. We don't require an upload of your state sales tax exemption. What we do require is your one-time letter from the IRS when you are determined to be a public 501c3 charity. And then we do require your annual Tennessee State Charitable Solicitations permit. If you are unsure if you have a permit listed with the state of Tennessee, you'll need to contact their Charitable Solicitations office. They also do have a search available that you can go and see if you are listed, if you are up to date, but you can contact them on how to get a copy of your permit. For this new platform, you will need to connect a payment profile. We have 2 different options for you. This platform happens to come with Stripe integration. So if you have a Stripe account or you would like to create a Stripe account, you can do so. And then when you're signed into Stripe, say in another tab of your browser, you will then want to click this Connect with Stripe. It will automatically pull in your Stripe account for you. So that way it's tied. If you do not have a Stripe account and you prefer to use something else, say that you already have a donation link on your website that you would like to link it to, maybe you have a PayPal account, a Venmo account, or a link tree to all of those, you can link those here in this alternate donation link field and submit that instead. You do not have to submit this Stripe account at all if you do not have one. Again, we'll click on Submit All when we're done with this section. And then the next thing after these are submitted, you can go back to your dashboard and we will see whether or not something got approved. So on my other little admin section, I'm going to approve a couple. You'll see these pop up, 2 recent submissions approved by admin. You can click on them and see which ones were approved. Now let's fill one out and get it rejected. Let's test this really quick. Test. Oh, that's a phone number, 615. I'm going to submit that. And I'm going to go back to my dashboard and let's see if it gets approved or not. And on my dashboard, you can see I got this little red notification. Contact info requires further review. I can click on that and it will take me directly to it. And you see here, admin left a comment. Please fill out completely. Thanks. So then you go back in and make the edits suggested, and then you'll click submit again. I'll go back to my dashboard. I can X out this notification because I'm done with that. I can X out all of these if I want because I'm done with those. And let's see if the admin approves it. And they did. So there we go. I have that section done. I've got a nice little blue approved up here. I know that those are good to go. I can switch back over to this to be saved if I want and continue down. I can also switch over to all fields and I can see the ones that are already approved and work on the ones that have not been approved yet. Now I have 6% profile completion since those were approved. Your profile does not have to be at 100% in order to be published because all of these that are marked with a red asterisk do not add up to 100% in each section, so don't panic about that. If you hit the Submit All button at the bottom, these optional ones will be submitted whether or not you filled them in. So if they're submitted blank, that's okay. Then you will see that 100%. It doesn't hurt anything to do that at all. It's just that if you hit the Submit All button and one of the required fields are not filled in, it won't let you submit it. All right, so let's say I've got my profile done or I'm taking a break from it and I want to work on my programs. If you did have a profile on the old platform, your programs did not transfer. The programs are more functional on this new site. I'll show you that at the end. They are published separately from the profile. So in order to do that, we're going to go up to the Manage Programs tab. Listed, but I want to add a new program. Again, you've got your toggle here where you can see the different views, and you're going to fill these in one at a time. And after each one, click Save. Put in your thumbnail, click Save. Anything that is not required by a red asterisk is optional. When you get to the bottom of this section, again, here's our fillable keywords and tags. When you get to the bottom of the section, you can hit Submit Program, and that will be sent to me again for approval. You'll get the same type of notifications on your dashboard, whether or not it was approved or whether something was rejected and needs further review. Your Users tab is where you can invite a new user. If you need to add somebody, you can put in their name, their email address, and you can make them a manager or an editor. Typically recommend manager unless you want someone to only be an editor. The only difference is the manager can add or remove other users. Let's take a look at the mapping feature. So on the map, you can see these organizations. These 265 is who has been published on the site so far. That means they have completed all of the required fields in their profile. We can scroll down and see them. If they have a logo uploaded, that shows nicely on the side. This is helpful when you're building out your program. You feel free to look at these and see what other people have done and how you want to make yours look. You can zoom in and zoom out on this map, and when you click on one of these big circles, it breaks out where these are located, exactly where these organizations are located. You'll be able to click on more info, and it will take you directly to their profile page. There's also search indicators over here for when people are searching an organization or a program, which is listed separately. They can also open up these filters and search by impact area. So let's say we select children and youth. After that is selected, some certain indicators will load depending on the impact area. There will be different indicators they can also select from. So there's fun little, search options and filters over here. You can click on this program tab as well, and now we see programs that are listed in the area. And you can click on any of those. Again, you can click on the circle and see exactly where the programs are located, but you can click on those and sort of break those down. We'll do that next. Collabs is a fun option that we are currently working on, so that's something to be coming soon. And we'll click on a random program here just to show you what that looks like. It looks a lot like your profile pages will look. And right here is a link to that person's profile page. And their current programs will be listed over here where you can go back into a program. And then at any time you go up to the left corner and click on those three lines, you can go to the map page or back to your organization dashboard. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free at any time to email givingmatters@cfmt.org, and we would be more than happy to assist you in any questions that you have regarding your Giving Matters profile. We definitely appreciate the amount of time it takes to set aside to do something like this, considering everything you all are doing for your community. So we really appreciate it and are here for any questions regarding the profiles. We are more than happy to help and assist you.